Act swiftly. The celestial architect possesses the keys to your future residence. Cease all actions. God has tasked me with an urgent message tailored specifically for you regarding your present environment. If you found peace, strength, or encouragement through this message, please subscribe, and may God continue to bless and guide you every day. I understand the fatigue you feel, the relentless struggle for every moment, and the exhaustion of residing in a space no longer suitable for your grand aspirations. However, the adversary has sought to mislead you, planting thoughts that you are trapped, that your current circumstances are unchangeable. This falsehood will be dismantled today. The Almighty has instructed me to inform you a transformation is imminent. This is not a distant expectation. It is a command for immediate transition, a significant upheaval that will influence every aspect of your life, beginning with your home. This communication serves as both a warning and a guide. Do not allow the enemy to rob you of this revelation. Each moment of this message is sanctified to unveil the pathway to your new residence. Remain engaged, for your new reality is poised to emerge in mere moments. The immediate caution is this: the enemy's final attempt to obstruct your transition. Pause. Halt your scrolling at this instant. If you are experiencing a sudden surge of doubt, fear, or financial concern right now, it is not a mere coincidence. It is the enemy's last-ditch effort to thwart the divine transformation that is already unfolding for you. I empathize with the weariness you carry. I understand the sleepless nights spent wondering when the cycle of near success will finally shatter. You have sensed the spiritual pressure within your current environment. The confines feel constricting, your finances are tight, and the atmosphere is heavy with the remnants of past struggles. This is not simply about peeling paint or creaky floorboards. This is a spiritual battle for your rightful territory. Forces of delay and financial hardship have held dominion over your life for far too long, whispering that the promised land is perpetually just out of reach. But I arrive with a prophetic directive. The consumer of your resources and the spirit of stagnation holding your address captive are being rebuked at this moment. Listen carefully, dear one, for the window of opportunity is limited, and the adversary is fully aware of what is imminent. When God orchestrates a grand entrance into your life, be it a new residence, an elevated sphere of influence, or an abundance of blessings, the adversary rallies its forces for one final ambush. The goal is to keep you distracted, disheartened, and potentially reverting on the faith you have painstakingly cultivated. That unexpected car repair, that unanticipated medical expense, that overwhelming feeling of, what if I fail? These are not random occurrences. They are tactical moves intending to shift your focus from the promise to the problem. You have wrestled with the spirit of the temporary dwelling, the places you have inhabited, the jobs you have undertaken, the relationships you have endured. Many were meant to be fleeting, yet the enemy managed to anchor you there. He has persuaded you that scarcity is a form of security, that a limited existence is a safe haven. He has made the void feel comfortingly familiar. I witnessed your tears. I listened to your cries for a breakthrough that is substantial, lasting, and undeniable. Your plea has not gone unheard. The heavenly court has issued a decree for your relocation. Your current residence comprises not merely four walls, but a pivotal threshold of transition. You have spiritually, emotionally, and vocationally outgrown it. Your destiny demands greater space, a stronger foundation, and a purer environment. The enemy's most cunning deceit is this: you are not equipped for such a substantial blessing. He wishes for you to believe that the debt is insurmountable, the credit is inadequate, or that the timing is inherently flawed. I am here to assert that your readiness is determined not by your financial status, but by your faith. The immediate guidance I present is this: refrain from entering into any long-term financial commitments that feel forced or hasty in the next 72 hours. The adversary is instigating artificial pressure and false urgency regarding minor, detrimental choices to sidetrack you from the grand divine opportunity before you. He seeks to ensnare you into signing a small lease renewal or burden you with a debt that confines you just as the door to your true inheritance prepares to open. Protect your signature, safeguard your resources, and above all, preserve your peace. You have pursued every human solution in your quest to make your current circumstances viable. You have repainted walls, rearranged furniture, and sought to manifest tranquility in a space lacking the necessary foundation for your growth. The issue is not your dedication. The issue lies with the territory. The land you now occupy has reached its threshold for your advancement. When a seed is ready to develop into a tree, it cannot remain in a small pot. You are a magnificent tree, and divine hands are preparing to transplant you into the fertile ground of your inheritance. This transition is not merely a change in scenery, it is a divine acceleration of your prosperity. The blessing of your new home is intricately intertwined with a transfer of wealth. The resources necessary for this profound upgrade are already in place, awaiting your act of faith. Yet, faith necessitates action. Action compels you to acknowledge the current spiritual reality. The time for passively enduring is concluded. The clamor of the enemy's accusations, his assertions that you are a failure, that poverty is your fate, that your family will forever struggle, is about to be overshadowed by the sound of keys jingling in your possession. New keys. These keys will unlock a realm infused with peace, where your creativity flows freely and where financial multiplication is not merely possible, it is inevitable. I have witnessed the angelic commission. There are heavenly beings presently positioned at your current entrance, poised to guide you. They are dismantling the spiritual obstacles the enemy has placed in your path and securing your journey to your destined address. However, they require your cooperation. They need you to wage war against the spirit of delay. If you are weary of the relentless struggle, the continuous maintenance of something evidently deteriorating, then heed this advice. Do not glance back at the Egypt of past shortages. The adversary wishes for you to grieve over what you believe you are leaving behind, the deceptive comfort of familiar hardship. Resist the temptation to retreat, even for a fleeting moment of uncertainty. Your new home symbolizes a fresh beginning. It is a sanctuary devoid of the generational residue of lack, a space imbued with the promise of abundance. Heed this urgent message. The word now is emblazoned upon this prophecy. What might naturally take 5 years to achieve, I am expediting to just 5 days for those who remain steadfast in faith. Are you ready to embrace this acceleration? Are you prepared for a breakthrough that will obliterate the financial barriers that have limited you? Your task is straightforward. Absorb every moment of this message. Do not skip even a second. The adversary seeks to divert your attention with notifications, texts, or emails. Do not allow him to rob you of the knowledge of your new destiny. The devourer wants to lure you away, but I proclaim that you will remain focused and seize your inheritance. Your declaration must encapsulate this warning as a demonstration of your faith and adherence to this divine mandate. In order to counter the final assault from the enemy, I urge you to affirm this in the comments below immediately. I receive my new home and my financial freedom. Proclaim it with conviction and ready yourself for the next revelation, the unfolding blueprint, a divine insight into your new address. Forget the location currently occupying your thoughts. The coordinates of your destiny have shifted. I am here to reveal the divine insight of your new address. This is more than a mere aspiration. It is a detailed plan from the very architect of the universe, uniquely tailored for your grand breakthrough. I have listened to the specifics of your requests. I know that the desires of your heart are genuine. You seek more than mere walls. You yearn for sanctuary, a place where your purpose flourishes, where your children can prosper, and where your finances can multiply effortlessly. The enemy has attempted to make you settle for less, but I decree that you are transitioning from mere survival to true sovereignty. Many of you have spent endless hours searching through real estate listings, only to encounter disappointment, closed doors, or prohibitively high costs. You attempted to shape your destiny through human effort alone. Now, however, I am unveiling the divine construction plan. The door you believed to be shut was merely awaiting the divine key, a key that I am now offering you through this prophetic message. This new address will not be defined by zip codes or market trends, but by divine alignment. It will be a sanctuary where your spirit can breathe freely. I have witnessed the constraints you have faced, the cramped spaces that stifled your creativity, the noisy neighborhoods that robbed you of peace, and the relentless need for repairs that consumed your valuable resources. That cycle of financial drain is being shattered instantaneously. I will now reveal the 3 foundational pillars of your new dwelling, elements you must affirm with faith to secure this transfer. Pillar 1, the principle of expansion. Your new home will mirror your expanded purpose, providing the necessary space for the ministry, the business, or the family that I am nurturing through you. If you have previously settled for small out of fear, I decree a call to greatness. Prepare for rooms that allow for growth, for welcoming the blessings I bestow, and for the quiet solitude necessary for deeper communion with me. Your prior limitations are being lifted. Pillar 2, the element of peace and protection. The new structure will be safeguarded by angelic protection. You will transition from a battleground to a haven of rest and refuge. The clamor from the enemy will be silenced, and the currents of anxiety you have experienced will be replaced by an unshakable peace that permeates every corner. This home is secured not merely by a company, but guaranteed by heaven. Pillar 3, the location of unprecedented favor. The location of your new home, the neighborhood, the city, and the community is strategically chosen for your speedy advancement. I am aligning you with individuals of influence, resources, and vision. Your new neighbors will be instrumental in your breakthrough. Your journey to prosperity will be expedited as I remove geographical and relational barriers. Your new residence is where your most significant transfer of wealth will occur. This revelation signifies an act of accelerated destiny. You need not wait for 5 more years to save. You do not have to hold out for the market to collapse. I am creating a supernatural shortcut for you. Consider it a divine transfer of equity. The years you spent persistently enduring lack in your old residence are now transforming into a substantial down payment for the new one. Your sacrifices have not gone unnoticed. Your waiting has indeed borne fruit. I have seen the specific blessings that await at this new location. For some of you, this house will be a place of immediate healing. As you step through the door, chronic ailments or lingering family illnesses will vanish. For others, it will serve as a hub for financial growth. The ground will be fertile for business ideas, innovations, and income streams that have been hindered in your previous residence. You must act upon this blueprint without delay. Faith is the key that transforms invisible coordinates into tangible reality. Cease your doubts about the logistics. Instead, begin proclaiming the possibilities. Start clearing space in your current home, not only physically but mentally, to welcome the new. You are preparing the grounds for your harvest. You cannot carry the baggage of old mindsets into your new residence. The devourer of finances may attempt to whisper doubts. This is too good to be true. It's an illusion. He desires to undermine the truth of this prophetic message. However, I assure you, the magnitude of the blessing is only constrained by your capacity to believe. Your God does not engage in paltry transactions. I operate within realms of overflowing abundance. I am effecting miracles in the administrative processes. I am intervening in the mundane systems of mortgages, credit scores, and legal hurdles. Where you once faced rejection, you will now find immediate approval. Where burdensome debt once loomed, there will be supernatural relief. Be vigilant. Keep an eye on your mail, inboxes, and any phone calls you receive in the coming days. An unexpected communication will serve as confirmation of your new address. I implore you to visualize this new home with utmost clarity. Envision the light pouring in, breathe in the freshness of the air, and feel the tranquility enveloping you. This visualization is not a mere fantasy. It represents the spiritual foundation that catalyzes physical manifestations. Now is the time for you to claim ownership of your prophetic promises. Do not shy away from the weight of responsibility that accompanies abundance. I am not merely offering you a house. I am presenting you with a platform. Your new residence is a cornerstone for deeper ministry, greater generosity, and augmented influence in the world. This endeavor is about building a legacy rather than securing mere personal comfort. This is your opportunity for acceleration. Heavenly forces are currently moving mountains within the financial realm, aligning resources and individuals to facilitate your ownership transfer. Embrace the impossible, for your God specializes in instant, undeniable miracles. To solidify this vision and prepare your spirit for transformation, you must vocalize your intent. Write in the comments, "I am moving now. I receive my new address." This serves as your decree. Declare it and move on to the next insight, terminating the generational lease and expelling the spirit of lack from your lineage. I decree the breaking of every chain. You are not just relocating from a physical space. You are dismantling a generational lease that the spirit of lack has imposed on your bloodline. I have witnessed the struggles, the poverty, and the continuous financial debt that have afflicted your family for generations. This cycle of deficiency concludes with you at this moment through this divine relocation. Pay heed to the significance of this revelation. My dear child, your current hardships often reflect not your own efforts, but rather the effects of a past unwritten agreement. when your ancestors, out of difficulty, fear, or ignorance, formed unspoken covenants with scarcity, they unintentionally entered into an agreement that allowed the devourer to perpetually extract resources from your family. This is the reason why your funds have seemingly vanished, why every breakthrough was followed by a devastating setback, and why your income appeared to deplete before the month concluded. This is not mere misfortune. It is a spiritual blockade tied to a generational curse of poverty. However, I stand here as the ultimate authority, possessing dominion over all legal and spiritual matters, to declare that this lease is now null and void. Your transition to a new home symbolizes the physical manifestation of your spiritual eviction notice to the spirit of poverty and debt that has encamped around your family's inheritance. View your current dwelling, your old address, as a manifestation of this generational bondage. It has housed frustration, limitations, and a persistent feeling of being almost there. You have carried the burdens of generations who never attained financial stability, whose aspirations were consistently delayed. I am here to relieve you of that weight. The keys to your new home symbolize your rightful claim to financial freedom for your family. I have witnessed angelic activity occurring right now. An angel is presently tearing up the original lease document of lack that has been written against your lineage. The ink of poverty is being washed away by the blood of the covenant. Your debt-to-income ratio may appear impossible in the natural realm, but I am applying a supernatural credit score based on your faith and your readiness to embrace this prophetic word. The strategy for eviction, to effectively dismantle this generational lease, you must engage in a prophetic act of faith where you currently stand. Step 1. Renounce the covenant of scarcity. Declare aloud, I renounce every generational covenant with poverty, lack, and debt. I break the cycle of scarcity that has plagued my family. The lease is terminated. Step 2. Declare the new inheritance. Proclaim that your new home serves as a gateway to continuous abundance. It will be a place where every seed sown reaps multiplied blessings and resources flow freely, devoid of constraints. The abundance I am about to release is not solely for your comfort. It is intended to make you a conduit of blessings for others, affirming that the chains have indeed been broken. The manifestation will be swift and undeniable. You will witness unexpected inheritances emerge. Old, overlooked debts owed to you will be repaid. Legal barriers that hindered your path will suddenly resolve in your favor. This is the restoration of everything that years of scarcity have deprived your family of. Do not allow the voice of doubt to compel you to assess the costs of this transition based on your limited resources. I am the infinite source with boundless provisions. I am granting you a debt-free entrance into your next chapter. The mortgage that seemed overwhelming and the down payment that appeared unattainable are being dissolved. Your faith must serve as your only financial verification. Trust that the keys I am providing unlock not merely a house, but an entire realm of financial opportunities previously barred by the generational curse. You have been chosen to be the foundation of blessings for your future. This is your moment to stand on the brink of freedom. Your old address signifies past limitations, while your new one symbolizes boundless, consecrated abundance. Do not squander another moment living under the shadows of previous failures. Step into the brilliance of this new decree to affirm this generational breakthrough and finalize the eviction of the spirit of lack. Please enter this powerful proclamation in the comments now. I am the breakthrough. I am free from generational debt. Let your declaration resonate in the spiritual realms and prepare for the confirming signs that are forthcoming. The 5 unexpected indicators, recognizing the shift occurring within the next 5 days. Take a moment to pause and cease all activities. The time for evidence has arrived. The most significant threat is not from external adversaries, but rather from your inability to perceive the 5 unexpected indicators surrounding you, which affirm that your transformative change is imminent within the next 5 days. I understand your need for validation. Your human nature, which has grown accustomed to delays and disappointments, seeks tangible proof. The adversary is attempting to cloud your spiritual insight, diverting your attention to your immediate financial obligations rather than to the opportunities one am setting before you. However, I will ensure you do not overlook this impending acceleration. A covenant has been established between us, and to uphold it, I am presenting 5 unmistakable codes, 5 unexpected signs that will manifest in your life over the next 5 days, ensuring your progress and financial liberation. Do not dismiss minor, apparently random events. I often work through the mundane to create the remarkable. Your task now is to stay vigilant and recognize these 5 affirmations as they materialize in your life. Indicator 1. The abrupt, unyielding peace, the internal affirmation. You have been burdened by financial and relational stress for far too long.